Hey y'all, it's Benita. Listen, I was just about to turn in and I was about to turn off my lights and something came to me that I don't want to share with you guys. Actually it came to me earlier, but I don't know. I just feel like I want to share it with everybody now, or whoever it's for. You guys remember January 18th of this year, you guys remember I lost my home. And we've been living in this hotel since then. And, I've been praying and praying and praying, trying to get an understanding of everything that God is doing, God is allowing, things of that nature. And you guys know that I've been dealing with 2 different types of brain tumors for the past 12 years. And so that's what led to the loss of my home. But I want to tell you something. Something really, really different hit me today. And I was thinking about, when I come out of this, I was thinking about everything I wanted to do, like when I get another house and, how do they say when you get back on your feet, if you will. I've been thinking about everything I want to do then. And then it came to me, like, the victory is not so much about what we do when we come out. I think the blessing or the victory comes in. And I think the greatest part of our testimony comes from how we go through. I don't know if this makes sense to anybody else but me, but it's not so much, I keep a tablet in the bed with me so I can write anytime I get thoughts or whatever. I keep penning, keep that stuff handy. And every now and then I'll jot down something that I'm planning on doing when I come out of this, things I want to do. Even from a relationship perspective, just everything, right? And it just hit me today. It's not about that. It's about what do we do? How do we behave when we're in it? When we're smack in the middle of it, when we're going through it. I think that's the real testimony. Not so much, well, when I came out and I got another house or got another place or blah, 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 blah. I think this is for me, and perhaps it's for whomever it's for. Perhaps sometimes we miss the blessing in everything that's going on because we're focusing on what we lost and how we're going to, what we're going to do when we come out of this, how we're going to get another house, how we're going to get another car, how we're going to get another job, how we're going to, find somebody else to fall in love with, all of those things. But really, what are you doing while you're in it? Are you complaining a lot? Are you still trying to be an encouragement to other people? So don't look at it like, when I come out of it, this is what I'm going to do. Go ahead and start doing what you're going to do while you're in it. Start making your plans while you're in it, And I know a lot of people may not agree with this, but, I'm not a lot of people. Even from a relationship perspective, I'm real funny about that. But even while you're going through, just be careful. Put your discernment up front. And if you feel like dating, date. You don't have to be so isolated and so afraid that somebody's going to see what you're going through until you just stop living. That's not the plan. The plan is to go through it. So I wanted to just share that with you. Sometimes it's not about what we're going to do when we come out. Sometimes it's really just about how we behave or how we think, how we treat people while we're going through it, while we're still in it. And I think it's imperative that we understand that, you don't get mean and combative and complaining all the time and start mistreating people because things are not going right for you. Most certainly don't let the spirit of jealousy come on you. All those different things that can happen when life just seems like it's just, topsy-turvy and turned upside down on you. It's really easy to get into all of those things, griping, complaining, jealousy. Oh, why that happened for them and not for me? It's really easy to get into all of that. But if you can refrain from getting to all of that and keep yourself focused on what you need to do, keep yourself focused on the purpose, keep yourself focused on your promise, keep yourself focused on what position are you in currently, and then you work from that point. You know what I'm saying? So don't get so caught up in, okay, I'm gonna do this when I come out, I'm gonna do this when I come out, I'm gonna do that when I come out. Start living your life while you're going through it. I mean, what else you got to lose? You know what I'm saying? What really do you have to lose? Go ahead, live. Talk to somebody. If you're a man, go out on a date. If you're a woman, go out on a date. I don't care what people think. You're not the first one to go through something. And sweetheart, you won't be the last. Ma'am, sir, you will not be the last. I promise you. You get past the shame of it all. Get past what you think people gonna think. And just focus on your behavior while you're in it. Focus on your thoughts while you're in it. Focus on how you treat people while you're in it. Here's another thing. I posted about this earlier. You never know who might have your answer in their hands. So while you're so busy trying to you being afraid and ashamed and embarrassed, it'll take you a little minute. Trust me, I know. When I lost my home, that was embarrassing. But then I found out, so many of you start inboxing me and telling me your story about how you lost your home. I had no idea. I'd never been through anything like that before. So, of course, it was a traumatic experience. But by the time a lot of you was contacting me and telling me, I really start to feel like, oh, okay, I can live through this. Because I'm telling you, I thought I was going to die. I just knew I would die. But you guys were so instrumental in helping me realize it wasn't the end of the world. This happens to people, But like I said, I had never been through anything like that. So it was a very traumatic experience for me. And so I wanted to just encourage you. Don't wait till you come out to start living. Live the best you can while you're going through it. At the end of the day, what else you got to lose? Okay? I just had to share that with you before I turn off all my lights. Excuse the bonnet and the night clothes, but I had to share that. I had turned everything off, and it just kept pushing at me. And I said, okay, I'm going to share it. But share it with someone else, okay? It's not so much about what you do when you come out. It's more about what you do while you're in it. All right? Good night. Love y'all.